hotel room, Nancy Stokes welcomes a male sex worker named Leo Grande. Anxious, she explains that she has never had an orgasm, and has vowed never again to fake one after the death of her husband 2 years earlier. Nancy is insecure about her body and age, and embarrassed at having hired Leo, who tries to put her at ease. Leo expresses no shame about sex work, but he reveals that his mother believes him to be an oil rig worker. Nancy shares that she is disappointed in her adult children, adding that she is a retired religious education teacher. Her husband was her only sexual partner and found oral sex demeaning, and they never deviated from unfulfilling missionary sex for 31 years together. Nancy recounts her most sensual experience. As a teenager on a family holiday in Greece, a hotel worker took an interest in her. Alone in the garden, he began kissing and fingering her before being interrupted, and she left the following day. Seeing Nancy aroused and relaxed by her own story, Leo kisses and fingers her. A week later, Nancy meets Leo in the same hotel room for a second session. Though still not having achieved an orgasm, she has prepared a bucket list of sexual activities to experience for the first time, beginning with fellatio. Nancy remains anxious, worsened by phone calls from her daughter, but Leo relaxes her through dancing and a massage. Fearing that she sacrificed her youth and potential adventures for her family, she is overwhelmed after touching a shirtless Leo, who encourages her to embrace her own body. Leo reveals he has a younger brother in the military, from whom he is estranged. When he suggests Nancy book more sessions, she accuses him of trying to make more money. He tells her about his other clients, explaining that he obtains genuine pleasure from seeing their pleasure. Nancy sees Leo becoming aroused as he describes his work, which in turn arouses her, and she finally performs fellatio on him. Nancy books Leo for a third session in the same room. He performs oral sex on her, the second item on her list, which she enjoys but does not bring her to orgasm. She admits to cyberstalking and uncovering Leo's real name, Connor. Upset, Leo tells her not to book him again, threatening to expose her as a client. Nancy asks if they can be friends and encourages him to tell his family about his work, even offering to speak to his mother. Leo reveals that his mother tells people he is dead, and storms out. Returning to retrieve his phone, he angrily admits that his mother disowned him when he was 15, and leaves. Nancy books Leo for a fourth session, arranging to meet in the hotel's cafe where their waitress, Becky, turns out to be her former student. Nancy thanks Leo for her newfound confidence and sexual awakening, and has discreetly recommended him to several friends. She admits her real name is Susan Robinson, and that he is the only true adventure she has ever had. Becky interrupts with a story about Susan shaming her and her friends for their short skirts, calling them sluts. Leo has revealed his job to his brother, reconnecting with him. He also explains that his mother disowned him after catching him and several friends having group sex. She no longer acknowledges his existence, even walking past him in the street. Susan apologizes to Becky for her past judgmental behavior, confessing her real relationship to Leo and recommending his services. Susan and Leo enjoy a final session in their room, passionately engaging in all the remaining acts on Susan's list, but she is still yet to orgasm. While Leo looks for a sex toy, Susan watches him walk around naked and masturbates, giving herself her first orgasm. She thanks Leo, telling him this will be their final session, as she does not need him anymore. They part amicably. Alone, Susan appreciates her own naked body.